Every industry producer knows these chord progressions, and at the end of this video, you'll know them too. In this video, I'm putting you onto a couple of chord progressions you absolutely need to know when making R&B beats, and you can always use them whenever you're in a pinch. And yes, beautiful folks, the MIDIs and even the guitar samples will be available in the video description. Enjoy the video. Alright, beautiful folks, welcome back into FL Studio, and I gotta preface this before we begin. I really recommend that you get familiar with the Nashville number system so that you have a better idea what the hell I'm talking about when I say 5th degree, 1st degree, 3rd degree, and that kind of stuff. It'll really help you understand the essentials of chord theory, and it'll help you just, navigate the entire scale easily because you know which chords work together so well. Speaking of chords that work together so well, let's head on to our first chord progression. We are in the key of C sharp minor. We're starting out with our 5th degree, which is an inverted G sharp minor 7, and then we just get a nice ascending staircase motion from the C sharp minor 7 to the D sharp minor 7, and then there's this cool little tension between the 2nd degree and the 3rd degree. It's only like half step apart, but it ends so beautifully on this major chord. It sounds like this. And this is a chord progression that I personally use for a super dope Ty Dolla $ign type beat. So if you're trying to get more like a vibey, kind of like summer-ish R&B, real smooth, real slick R&B, this is a chord progression that you want. Now, this chord progression, look, y'all, I did an entire video on this chord progression, so check it out if you got the time. But this is simply the 1-5-4 diminished chord progression in the key of D minor. So we're starting off with a 1st degree inverted D minor 7 chord, goes to our 5th degree, an inverted A minor 7 chord, lands on our 4th degree, an inverted G minor 7 chord, and we ended with a real dreamy G diminished 7 chord, which sounds like this all together now. And you may recognize this chord progression from that nude song that Cordae just put out with her and Lil Durk. Now this here is a chord progression for old niggas like me who are pushing 30 and we grew up on 90s R&B. This is the 1-5-2 with dominant 2, actually 5, also known as the TLC no scrubs chord progression. We're starting off in C sharp minor. We're starting off with our 1st degree, a C sharp minor 7. We are going to our 5th degree, which is a regular G sharp minor 7. Then we're heading to our 2nd degree. Even though I'm playing this in descending motion, this is still the 2nd degree. We're still heading, rocking. Here you can see 2nd degree, 2nd degree. We are still rocking with that D sharp dominant 7 chord, which gives us that tension that we need, and then we land safely on that G sharp minor 7 chord, and that sounds like this. Now this one right here, this chord progression right here is the cheat code. You cannot make a bad beat with this cheat code. I actually did a video on that. You cannot make a bad beat with this chord progression. Go and check it out if you want to. So as indicated by the root note of this chord, we are in the key of D minor and we are rocking with our 6th degree, which is an A sharp major 7 chord. That lands us safely on our 5th degree, which is an A minor 7 chord. And I just want to say that if you want to add some more tension, you can turn this into a dominant 7 chord. I think it sounds a lot more sweeter if you turn it into a dominant 7 chord. And then we just land on our first degree, sticks the landing, a D minor 7 chord. Sounds like this. Okay, so these two are hands down the easiest chord progressions. It's basically just 1 and 5 in whatever minor key you are in. It's basically the first degree. So in this case, in the key of D sharp minor, it is a D sharp minor 7 chord, and it is the 5th degree. In this case, it's an A sharp minor 7 chord, and it works so well because you may know if you're familiar with the number system, the 1 and the 5 are P, B, and J. They are basically best buddies. So that's why they work together. And the cool thing is they work together in major as well. So I'm gonna demo the minor first, then we're heading to the major. Alright, beautiful folks, so this is the last chord progression in this series. We are rocking in the key of C sharp major, and we are rocking with our first, we are rocking with our first degree, which is a C sharp major 7 chord. That transitions into our second degree, which is a D sharp. It's actually supposed to be a D sharp minor 7 chord, but I turned it into a dominant for some extra tension, you know your boy. And then I landed on my third degree, which is an F minor 7 chord. So it's basically just 1, 2, 3. However, if you were to switch it around, you would also end up with a 4, 5, 6, depending on what your root note is, but it doesn't matter. Check out the chord progression. Alright, beautiful folks, I've provided the keys to the kingdom in the video description. In other words, the midis of all these chord progressions and even the guitar samples are all available in a RAR file in the link in the video description. Do your best with them, and please, if you make any dope beats with them, I'd be happy to hear them. They are free, readily available for y'all to experiment with. I hope that the information in this video was helpful to you. I hope it inspires you to make R&B, and you can just take all these chord progressions, put them in your toolkit, because you'll always have them on hand if you're in a studio session, and you can just build off of those chord progressions with the knowledge that you may gain in the future. Wow. Beautiful folks, with that, I leave you. Y'all take care, y'all be easy, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.